Dunlop house. Today, Lexus, Tori, and I are going to be showing you how to do inventory. First, before we get started, we need to go upstairs and ask Brad for permission. It's Breyn.
Hi, how are you today?
Good, thanks, Brad. How are you?
Good.
That's good.
What can I help you with?
Well, we're wanting to do some inventory today, so we're wondering if now is a good time, and if so, could we borrow the inventory computer?
You can borrow the inventory computer. Definitely a great time. Go right downstairs and you can go in the walk-in. You know where everything is, so help yourself.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Now that we've gotten permission from Brad to do inventory, we need to make sure we have all the necessary supplies. Starting off, we need our inventory computer, we need our scales, we need a calculator. It's good to have a marker and a pen, as well as some scrap paper and a pencil. It's very important that we always tare our scales before we start. To do this, we take an empty container, place it on the top, and then twist the dial till the arrow is back at 0. And now we can get started with our inventory.
So here's the bake shop. We're going to start with our flour right here. And to measure our flour, we use our eyes. And this little line right here. So when the flour adds up to the tape, that means we have 60 kilograms. We usually just use our eyes. After measuring the flour, we're going to move on and measure these items. Just so you know, 1 bag equals 1 kilogram. Chocolate, don't steal it. Thank you. As we move on to the freezer, we gotta make sure we check the temp on the freezer to make sure it's not too warm and not too cold. As you can see, it's about -11 right now, so we are good to go in. As you go into the freezer, you're gonna see each label is on the outside, but you're gonna more specifically label the bags with the date, how much is in it, and what kind of chicken it would be. As an example, we have our scale here to make sure that it is the right label. So you make sure it's at 0, so you tear the scale and you put it on. And this one is max 5 kilograms, and that's exactly, this is 1. So it is about 1 kilogram, and this is correct. Here's our fridge. I'm going to give you a little tour of it. There you go. Put the light on. Welcome in. First things first, I want to let you know, first in, first out, guys. So we don't want any, expiry dates. So first in, first out. You find your temp over here, right here on the wall. It's your temp. Don't forget to do your temp checks. That's important. You should label the sides, not the top. Lids, they get lost. So label the sides, so we know when it expires. Thank you. Before you exit the fridge, make sure you knock so that anyone outside knows that you're coming out. Wow, thanks for letting me know. So it's very important that when you do the fridge inventory, you go to the right and you come into this closet and do this inventory too. So at the top, we have extra scales for you here. And then we have some measuring cups. And then it's very important that you go left to right, top to bottom.
Alright, so we're now in the coffee area, so I'm going to tell you how to take inventory. So right off the bat, you're going to notice we have 2 different types of coffee, decaf and regular. The way that we measure how much coffee we have is we use our eyesight. When these are full, they hold each about 5 kilograms. I can see here, this is probably about halfway full. And this one is all the way full. So we're looking at about 2.5 of regular and 5 kilograms of decaf. Other thing to note in the coffee area is our tea. So to count tea for inventory, open up this box, we count by unit, and record the numbers on our inventory sheet. Additionally, we also have the beer kegs. Take inventory of those simply by weight.
We're down in the dry storage now. First we'll start by measuring wines. Each wine you turn to the side and you measure by tenths. So if you look on this bottle, you can see it's about 4 tenths. When you're looking at wines, make sure you're looking at the labels of them for the years and the dates. The liquor on the side here, you can see some of them have a green label on them, which means you don't have to take inventory as it's just water. When you are finished doing all the liquor, make sure you lock it up so there is no theft. When you're taking inventory on things like oil, make sure you're telling which kind of oil. Olive oil, grapeseed oil, or extra virgin olive oil. When taking inventory on things such as cans, you don't have to weigh them on a scale, as the weight is already listed on the outside. As you can see, it's 175 grams, and that's what you put on the inventory.
Inventory.
Is it recording?
It's very important that you make left to right, down to side. I said that wrong, so make sure that you go top to bottom, left to right. Yes, it's recording.
Or extra virgin olive oil. That one's really wet. Okay. How do you want me to?
You're not allowed to have that, sir.